The boys are back.
He didn't say it.
He did say it.
I ain't hear it.
The boys are back.
The boys are back in town.
There you go.
You got a question, Weezy?
I do got a question. All right, let's put our agent hats on, right? Let's just say we've been a bad agent.
You said agent or Asians?
Agent.
Oh, okay.
Let's put our agent
I
hats
thought
on.
you said AGING.
Yeah, agent. Sports agent. You're a sports agent. You've been a sports agent. You've been a bad one. You need one more. You got one more shot.
Uh-huh.
But only person on the line is a troubled player. Any sport.
Okay.
Who you picking?
In their prime?
Prime troubled player on off prime. It don't matter.
Troubled player.
Yeah,
on
give me
off-
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon, okay.
Troubled player.
And that type of trouble, Josh Gordon, like on and off the field.
Give me Pac-Man Jones.
Well, he had a pretty good career though.
That's what I'm saying. He's on line one, right? So I can turn Pac-Man. I mean, I misunderstood your question. Is that not your question?
Yeah, but give me somebody that didn't quite make it. Like Pac-Man Jones played 7 years for
the Cowboys.
Cincinnati.
Yeah. So you saying somebody
that didn't.
it didn't pan out?
Yeah, like he said, Josh Gordon.
Justin Blackman.
Yeah, that's
was
it. That's the
actually
answer.
mine.
That's the answer.
That was mine.
When you word it that way, it's Justin Blackman. The talent was there. It was in
Somebody
there.
could easily win Johnny Manziel.
Nah, not Justin Black. Not
He
how
had-
you worded
He
it.
had enough tape that showed why
That
he
wasn't
wasn't.
work.
Yeah.
Okay. Justin Black was the answer.
That was mine.
He didn't say injuries. He said
He said trouble.
I'm
Greg
just saying,
was a
you're the
great
agent.
guy.
You pick up the phone for Justin Blackman. Say, hey, we need you to work. I need you to make this happen.
I ain't seen Justin Blackman in 10 years. And we don't even know what he's doing.
He's okay.
Josh Gordon.
Now I'm misunderstanding the question again. You're saying
no, just
2023.
No. Any player
Any
that's
player
trouble.
that's
So you
trouble.
can pick Justin Blackman. Any player that was in trouble that you need him to come through for you so you can get you a big deal. Who would you pick?
I wouldn't pick none of them. I mean,
Okay, well, give
I'm
me.
saying, but if you need something, I'm doing Josh Gordon.
But what he's trying to say though is, does it matter the year? Because
No.
nobody's gonna pick Justin Blackman in 2020.
He said it ain't prime.
Okay, so
yeah,
if
so I'm
that's
going
the
Justin
case,
Blackman.
Coach going Justin Blackman. I'm going Adrian Broner. If that's the case, I'm
Brown.
going Adrian Broner. Before he went left, if you could catch him before he go fully left,
Yeah.
He was
and
on
get
the
him back on
talk to
track.
him,
Yeah,
He was on the up and
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. Give me
He
Adrian
was.
Broner.
I want Justin Blackman too, though.
Yeah. Y'all ready to get it? Let's get it, cameraman.
Sport press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full sport press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan, and this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Two middle fingers. Yeah.
He shot
Yeah.
two birds.
Yeah, I'm about that life right there.
Two birds.
Tell you what, between this pre-production and this group chat, I'm just gonna stop talking to humans, dog. For real, man.
AI ho.
Yeah, nah, for sure. It's getting rough for me.
Human.
Yeah, nah,
AI ho.
I'm tripping, bro. Episode 478. We're closing out the defensive part of the NFL Top 7 series with the Pass Rushers and Linebackers.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better damn believe it.
Coach, best of the week. Talk to the people.
Best of the week, man. I cleaned my grill out.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's been sitting for a while in the city. It got cleaned out. It's about time to get it back going.
Let's get it going then.
Yeah. You know what it is, Wiz. You know how we do. Who?
Nah. Coach of fitness instructor, influencer.
I may do that though to show the healthy eating for the fitness, Jeff.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I may.
Yo, what you got, Jeff?
Big fight weekend. By the time you hear this, the mega fight will have happened between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Ooh, okay. Both had on black Air Forces.
Yeah, they did. Jeff.
Yeah, both had on black Air Forces.
They
Both
mean
mean
business.
business. So hopefully when you hear this, we've experienced a great fight. Mega fight. Love to see it, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm sure. Yeah. What you got, Weezy?
Best of the week for me is, man, Shark Week, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Shark Week's nuts,
Shark was
man.
hard, man.
Shark Week is nuts. I'll tell you about Shark Week. They need to throw it out about 3 days because Shark Week's good, but after I watched it Sunday. I watched Sunday like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I was done.
By Tuesday night, I didn't turn it on Wednesday. I didn't even turn it on. They need to take Shark the Week down about 3 days. There's only so much you can do with them sharks.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
But here's the thing though with them sharks though. It's one way from not being no more Shark Week ever. Because somebody will get their ass ate
I was
up.
about to say they better leave these damn sharks alone.
Gotta swim with them sharks.
They better leave these damn sharks alone. All these sea animals and mammals, they better leave them alone. I seen a video where a damn sea lion was attacking people.
Yeah.
They
Ran
down,
up on them.
Coach, they down there swimming with the sharks with just a little spear.
That's it. But I bet
camera.
listen, they
That's
better
it.
leave these
And
sharks
they playing
alone,
with
man.
them. They coming up with fake food and it's
Fake sharks.
Yeah, to get them to come over there.
Yeah.
And then they still playing with them like they got it's gonna be.
My worst of the week gonna talk about that too. Go ahead.
Yeah, my best of the week is Steph Curry, underrated on Apple Plus.
That's
Great documentary. Made the game what it is, ruined the game. They showed how he came up with everything that he was going through. A great documentary, man. Check it out. Really good stuff.
Yep.
Worst of the week. What you got, Weezy?
Man, what's the week? Hey, I'm excited about training camp, but guys, slow down, man. Injuries. Just take your time out there.
Yeah, gotta go full speed
Yeah,
though.
I gotta
Can't
go full
half
speed. I know, but goodness gracious, coaches, let your vets just chill out, man. You ain't got to see them in 1-on-1s. Let them just run the drills and just let them chill out for
Good
a
condition.
second.
This is a good conditioning time.
Wait till
right
the practices versus another team. We want to make some. We want to see some good football here.
Yeah. My worst of the week is Commander, man. President Joe Biden's dog Commander sent a Secret Service officer to the hospital. A total of 7 people have been bitten so far.
Come on, Joe.
Time to take Commander on down. Trying to take him down. Yeah.
No,
I mean,
Yeah,
at
he
the end of the day, he
bit
biting
7
people.
people.
he out of control.
Yeah, he's
You listen to Lil Wayne, I guess.
He,
Oh,
my God, it's
wow.
spilled over. There we go. It's out of control.
Wow.
That's out of control. Yeah. No, he ain't said
Yeah,
that
what's
yet.
your worst of the week, Coach?
Man, my worst of the week, man. The South Florida ocean temperature was a record temperature of 101 degrees. The recorded temp was 5 feet below the ocean surface, and it is the hottest ocean surface temp on record, which was 99.7 until then. And that's why I'm saying y'all need to leave these damn sharks alone. They like we are on Earth. They mad because it's hot.
Yeah,
That's
they
why they
sweat.
jumping up out the water on these boats.
Yeah.
They biting people.
free storm, coach.
Leave these damn animals in the water alone.
They swimming low. They trying to stay cool. They swimming low.
Yeah,
But y'all out there messing with them,
yeah.
coming out with fake food and
yeah,
finding fake shark bait.
yeah,
And they hot.
yeah.
They better leave them alone.
Talk to him, coach.
man.
What you got, Jeff?
My worst of the week is Dak Prescott and Geno Smith saying no to season 2 of QB on Netflix. A lot of quarterbacks are turning it down. I like that show, man. I think it could be good. I think it'd be good. I just want to see more people doing it. Sounds like people don't want to give their access throughout the season. So
Mhm.
I don't blame Gino doing it. Gino needs to stay focused. He just got his money. Stay focused, Gary. You try to get you one more good contract out of it. But
I agree.
that he could have did it.
all right, make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play. If you are listening on Stitcher, Stitcher is going away end of August. Please find us on another platform as the ones I'm naming, like Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and Amazon Music. To catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started with the first half, J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Weezy, do you guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners?
This week's award recipient is YouTuber JiDion.
Yep. JiDion is a YouTube prankster who has 8 million followers on his channel. Posted a 15-minute video where he was pretending to fall asleep at a WNBA basketball game. JiDion's antics were filmed across the court, and you can see him putting on a nightcap and pajamas before a pillow under his head and covering himself with a blanket. After being given a stern warning by security, JiDion stated that he had a medical condition that requires him to take naps. JiDion was then led upstairs and taken outside of the arena where police took his photo and told him he could not attend any more NBA-related events. Content over everything, I guess. Anything for clicks. What a weirdo.
Yep.
What a goof.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in, though. People doing anything for clicks.
Yep.
They're gonna learn. Quit playing with these.
We used to say like money is the root of all evil. I think it's attention.
It is.
Attention is the root of all evil.
Likes. The like button is the root of all evil.
Well,
And part of his whole shtick
Social media.
is getting kicked out of such events like this. In the past, he got kicked out of the U.S. Open tennis tournament by getting a haircut inside the stadium, and another NBA game. He was allowed to stay while having his head shaved while sitting in the arena seat. So that's just what he does.
When the last time you guys have went a whole day without social media?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, me too. Even myself, I ain't done it probably a year.
It's been
A year.
A whole day. I ain't done it probably, maybe if you count a whole work day.
Yeah, no.
I know exactly. It was March.
You went a whole day without it?
When?
Because you and your team did it.
Yep. We did it as a team. It was like a couple days.
Yeah.
We did like because we
Everybody
deleted
said
the
he
app.
ain't never done it.
Yeah, I ain't did that since 2008.
Do you think you could do it?
Oh yeah, I could do it. Yeah, for sure. I stopped eating cookies. I was
You couldn't
addicted
do
to
it?
cookies. Shit. Yeah.
Damn.
Nah, that's an excuse.
Nah.
You can watch Channel 2.
But Twitter give you better news than Channel 2.
Yeah, you can Google and find the news.
Yeah, you
No,
can.
y'all can't do it then.
You just don't want to do it. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Weezy, take that to your people. Your boy JiDion.
I'll holler at him.
Yeah.
I'll holler at him.
Yeah, most definitely. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Got merch on.
For sure.
FullSportPressPodcast.com. Get your merch, get your hats, get your hoodies, get your t-shirts, get your long sleeve tees. We got you covered, man. We got you covered. More stuff on the way. Always tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are out.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like I do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Where can they find you on social media, Joe?
I'm Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Where can they find you at, Coach?
I mean, nothing has changed. It's Lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
Yeah.
Where can they find you at, Jay?
I'm J Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter. Real quick shout out. A friend of mine has a clothing line, My Dog Franchise, and you guys might know him. After being on the show for 6 years, finally blessed me with some gear. KOS by Jeff Easley in stores now. You can look for it. I have the shirt on now.
My bad, Coach.
You know what I'm saying? Quality shit. You know what I mean? I'm about to make it go platinum. Took him long enough, but we finally here. But shout out to KOS. If you guys know this guy, Jeff, I've been knowing him for 20 plus years. Finally got a shirt. Finally got a shirt. Yeah,
You had a real good plug there for a minute, KOS, but it went bad quick. He plugged you really good at first, and he started breaking up 25 years. And all that shit. He got rough up.
You trying to say
Till
it's
the
a
day
backhanded
ain't gone
plug?
tomorrow.
Yeah, it was my best of the week, but I was still mad about Lil Wayne, so I pushed it to the first half.
We're gonna put that Lil Wayne question to the listeners.
Yeah, it was nah.
No. Fuck Lil Wayne right now.
Don't do that.
Fuck Lil Wayne.
Don't do
That's
that.
a hot topic.
Don't do that.
Lil Wayne got to 38 hot in.
Yeah.
And it always come back on me.
We
It
passed
always
that
come
week.
back on me. I'm one mess up away from just all being my fault. So fuck Lil Wayne. Leave Lil Wayne alone.
Yeah, I agree. Let's kick the first half off with some football talk. 24-year-old Kylian Mbappe has the offer of a lifetime, guys. Saudi Pro League intended to propose a massive pay deal worth $776 million in cash money. Also paying the PSG $332 million for a buyout fee that equals to $1 billion if you're doing some quick math for one player for 1 year. Real Madrid is also looking to pay him right around $178 million. And the current world transfer record is held by PSG's own Neymar when they paid $245 million in 2017. All right. Should Kylian Mbappe take the 1 year deal, Jeff?
Listen, I get it. He's going to get his money regardless. He's 24. He wants to go to, I believe, like you said, Real Madrid. He wants to go there. What I read, I get it. But 1 year, 700 of them things, 700 million of them things.
You can even shit out with that.
That's a lot. That's a lot to turn down. That's a real man right there.
Facts.
That's a real man to put his morals in. I don't even know if his morals got anything to do with it. Just put his own self want to go to Real Madrid above 700 million of them things. But, yeah.
What you got, Weezy?
So after the tax, everything is $330 million, right?
No. That was the buyout fee that he has to pay. Well, the Saudi people have to pay.
He had to pay them $300 million, but
to get him. Yeah, it's a transfer fee.
He would still have 776.
It's $1 billion compensation package.
oh god,
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Only thing I don't like about soccer, they say sold.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit because you're not selling shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You transferring. They
I
need
mean,
to take that out. Of
I'll be
that
honest with you. I can't fully name 2 or 3 NBA athletes or NFL that would turn that money down.
shit.
Black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian. I can't name them. For him to sit there and turn that money down, it's only because he knows he's making a shit ton of money anyway. But
He only make like 150, and I say only.
yeah, but that's a 1
Comparatively
year.
speaking,
That's
it's
a 1
700.
year.
Yeah. No,
So-
he make that in a year, bro.
Yeah, 150 in 1 year. Things get that. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
The money that got me talking crazy. People get that in 6 years. You know what I'm saying? It's a
That's
6-year
true.
contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is a 4-year contract, get $200 million.
So some of the guys in the PGA turned down money like it wasn't $700 million, but it was 50.
My answer.
Tiger turned it down.
Tiger turned down
Tiger.
a big boy bag.
He hot about it right now.
Yeah,
He is
'cause
upset.
My
He
answer.
should be.
My answer to that is, if they called us about the podcast, don't let me get to the phone. Y'all need to answer that first
I know.
because don't let me get to the. Don't let me get to the phone.
What's gonna happen with
We
you?
be in Saudi Arabia. I'm just telling you. Don't let me get to the phone. I'm just telling you.
What you got, Coach?
So I'm not quite sure it was the deal actually worth the 776 million because they said it was a fixed salary for 221 million and 100% image rights. So was it for sure
Yeah, it was 700.
that he was gonna get the 700? How did they go about that saying the fixed salary is 221? What is the other 500 coming
Well,
from?
so what they do over there is with what's my guy's name? Cristiano Ronaldo's over there
Right.
making 350 million, right? For 1 year. He's paying for 2 years. So in turn, yes, your salary is X amount of money, but then the other side of the money is them using your name, image, and likeness for all of their stuff inside the country.
So what if he doesn't sell as much as they?
But that's just advertising.
It don't matter.
him.
It
don't
don't
matter.
matter. As long as he signed that
So the
contract.
other, the other
Mm.
400, 551 million,
Yeah,
55. I'm sorry, I was
Yeah.
going to come to that.
yeah,
That's
they
crazy.
print money over there.
Yeah,
Tell you, man.
but I'm not turning it. I don't see how you turn 700
For a
million
year,
down for
at
1
24
year.
years old,
Right.
in your prime.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Some
Unless-
bad soccer going on over there.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
he
to
gonna
be.
clown
Or maybe he was worried about his life because when you talking about that lot of money, you go over there and you don't really.
Nah, you ain't got to worry about that. Them sheiks over there, they going to keep him.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
he
better.
good.
But that's the equivalent of. I mean, not the equivalent, but that's kind of what Messi's doing here. That's what he's gonna do for the U.S. when he goes to these certain stadiums.
Yeah.
They're gonna, like he sold out in Miami the other day. And they started his team in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$400 to go see Messi play used to be $29.
Yeah,
bucks.
that's
As
crazy.
soon as he hit town.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah. Mbappe, though, he has no intention of playing there. He's came out and said that he's not taking the deal.
Mhm.
He's not coming back to PSG, though. I
Yeah,
don't
that's the
understand
thing.
why he wants to go to Real Madrid so bad, though, because it's not the most competitive league. The Premier League is the most competitive league. You go there, and that's when you're fighting against Chelsea. You're fighting against Man City, Man U, Tottenham Hotspurs, things of that nature. Erling Haaland, the best young player, he's 23, 24. Him and Mbappe are the two guys, two strikers, two best offensive players in football. And he goes and plays for Man City, and he has won 2 Premier League championships since he's been there. So you go there and you get going with that. You can't go to Real Madrid. The only competition is FCB, which is Barcelona, where Messi used to play at. It is not really a lot of competition there. Go to Man City. Go to Chelsea. Go to, Arsenal and go and get some real bump. That ain't real work, but I guess
Maybe he don't want the real work.
Yeah.
And
But that's true too, Coach.
He already a made man though. After his
Yeah.
World Cup, World
Yeah.
Cup performance, he already a made
But
man.
for him to say 24-year-old, and him to say I'm not even thinking about it,
Yeah.
he needs better advisors. Because no, this is what I'm saying, Doc. This is what I'm saying. Because what he's saying, I'm already gonna get 100 anyway this year, so I don't really need the money.
Yeah.
But 24-year-old, we probably say the same thing, man. What am I gonna let y'all for? I'm already getting where I'm going now.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna get that 700 in a couple of years, and on top of that,
somebody should sit him down.
Yeah.
But you said in a couple of years. We talking about right
As
now.
soon as you sign your name.
Yeah.
As soon as you sign
We
your name.
need, somebody need to talk to him and say, hey, before you even not think about it, this is what you need to think about.
I don't think it's the right thing to do in the mind of soccer people right now. It's cool now to go over and play in the Live Golf Tournament
Yeah.
because it's socially accepted now.
Yeah.
But it's not socially accepted to go over there. When Cristiano Ronaldo signed for that $350 million a year. They said, you going over there taking that blood money, and they're like throwing stuff at him and stuff like that. It's not socially accepted to go over there and play yet. What you're saying is, but they're trying to make it that way, and that's why they want Mbappe, and they're way overpaying the price to get him there to make it socially acceptable, which they're trying to do with everything.
The term is sports washing is what they're doing. It started, not to make it about wrestling, started with WWE. And of course, with what happened with, what they're trying to do with soccer, with golf, watch out for the Seattle team. Like we talked about this in the NBA, the Seattle expansion team, that Saudi Arabia fund that they have that's doing all of this is going to play heavy involved in that too. So just keep a lookout on that. There's big money being thrown around right there.
I hope they never ask any football players.
Wait, ain't no football league over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I hope they start one.
Yeah,
these boys are gold.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry on line one.
All them running
football,
backs.
because you a football player, then Jeff got it. The football player, bro, people getting $12 million. And then the guy we finna talk about next, he finna get $60 million a year. And he ain't going through half the shit that Derrick Henry go through every week.
Speaking of the guy you're talking about is going to get $60 million a year, Jaylen Brown has agreed to a 5-year, hear me out, coach, $304 million Supermax extension with the Boston Celtics. The deal, as we know, is the richest in league history, fully guaranteed. Not halfway, not partially, not 1 year. Fully guaranteed with the trade kicker, but the final year does not include a player option. All right, and the reason how he was able to get this Supermax is because he somehow snuck into an All-NBA team last season. That's the truth. Weezy.
My thing is about this deal is no, I was listening.
He got to ask you the question.
Go ahead, bro.
You said
No, roll. No, we here now. We here.
No, my thing is about this deal is right here is where the new money come from? I thought the Supermax was
TV
so they need a new CBA or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything went up.
The only thing I hate about this deal is people saying he don't deserve that money or he don't deserve this money. We can't discuss what the market is.
Yes,
We can't like
The market is the market.
the market is the market.
Yeah.
So I might be the best on this podcast.
Yeah.
But
Weez.
if they gonna pay Jay $40 million and they ain't gonna pay me, I'm the best. I can't be mad at Jay. That's the market.
The market. Yeah.
That's they better answer the Saudi Arabia callers. I'm
out
gone.
of here.
Yeah, don't
let
me answer the
out
phone.
of here.
Yeah, don't let me answer the phone, y'all.
Yeah.
We gone. Saudi Arabia. We said we have an interpreter.
You can't even scream there.
Nah.
You get locked up. You know what? I got it. I'm up next.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't even scream over there.
Nah.
What? Well, all I'm
No,
saying
he just
is
said what you can't
You
do.
can't.
Yeah.
A girl got locked up. You can't scream over
scream
there.
over
Yeah. Anyway.
What?
Yeah.
No,
that's real.
no.
She's still there.
Yeah, she's
It's
still
very
locked up.
controlled.
No, women rights over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nuts.
They
I
can't even
remember
see.
doing this podcast, and me and Coach Locke was arguing about Mike Conley. He got $136 million. He was the highest paid player in the NBA. And we were like, man, what the hell? And Coach was like, just the market shit. That's what he's supposed to get. And I'm like, but he's not. He wasn't even the best top 10 point guard at the time. It is the market. And he set the market as far as extension. You were first team All NBA. There was no first team All NBA then, like setting up through contracts. It was just literally, if you've been there and you're a all-star caliber player, then they set the mark to being an all-pro or an all-NBA player now. But it's either the have or the have not. So you're either making $50 million, you're making $2 million. Only one free agent signed more than a $25 million deal this offseason. It was Fred VanVleet. And the number of viable role players that signed for maximum or minimum deals skyrocketed. 18 players signed for the vet men. So it's either you're getting $50 million and you are on a super team like the Phoenix Suns, or you're going to pay for the vet men for the Lakers, or it's just a situation where you're out of the league. So it's not apples and oranges, because DeJounte Murray signed for $120 million. And I think JB has a first team or second team. No, he has a third team All NBA.
Third team.
And then DeJounte Murray only averages 4 less points, and he's been on an all defensive team. And to look at those two guys, their parallels aren't too different. Like, DeJounte Murray is a really good player. Jaylen Brown can't go right, or he can't go left. So I don't understand the difference between those two other than one thing, and it's an all-NBA performance. I think it's going to really ruin the league, and it's the worst collective bargaining agreement they've ever done in NBA history.
It's up there.
It's ruining
It's
it.
up there.
It's ruining basketball.
Because you got to think. Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
The one thing, the reason they did this is they're trying to cut down on the sitting out and the resting.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that was the new rule they put in. We got to play so many games to even be eligible to be on that first, second, or third team.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy thing about this contract is Jason Tatum is going to top this contract
Yep.
when he signs his deal.
Next year.
And what that's going to do is you're talking about a team that has made it to the finals with these two once. They didn't get it done. So now you're going to have so much money tied up into those two guys, and you have Kristaps Porzingis on the books for $30 million a year. Derek White, Robin Williams, they make them close to that much. So what are you going to do for the rest? You know, it's going to be they're not going to be able to bring nobody else in and help them get over the hump. And you're paying them all this money. So it's going to be tricky when it happens. And you're like, what do we show for all this money we gave these guys?
It's quiet.
It's a 1 year. Go ahead, Weez.
No, go ahead. You got it.
It's a 1 year thing because I can easily see when Tatum's contract comes up, we got to find a home for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
we can't keep that on the books.
Gone.
We can't keep that on the books.
Dude,
Tough,
Russell Westbrook signed a 2-year, $8 million deal.
Yeah.
Now I know that was home cooking. He wanted to stay at the crib.
Yeah.
He wanted to do honor the gift. He's making a lot of money off his clothing line. I totally understand that. But look at these potential supermax coming up. 2024, Giannis is 5 years, $334. Jason Tatum's 5 year, $334. Joel Embiid, 5 years, $367.
Jesus.
Luka's 5 years, $367. And the last one is Nikola Jokic, 5 years, $404 in 2026.
Big yo dog.
Sick business. He gonna get that too.
Yeah,
he
he
deserves
is.
every dollar.
He
of it.
does.
It's nuts, man. And you gotta realize LeBron's run. He was first, second team All NBA for 15 years.
Yeah.
15 years.
But see, that's why LeBron, he probably feels like how Wilt them feel or how Barkley them feel now.
No, that's why LeBron said, and people talking about this, shout out to Coach Penny, he said, man, LeBron should have took a pay cut. Damn lie. You damn lie.
The money's there.
No, the money's there, man. I'm going to get my money. I don't care. They let them figure it out.
But only thing I'm worried about now, I got a question real quick. Is Jaylen Brown still his own agent?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, ain't number 10%, but 10% is a lot.
10%.
Yeah, 300
$300.
30 million. Yeah. You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Shout out to collecting that money. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
Hell yes, there too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you pick that out. All right, to get on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search for Sport Press Podcast. Halftime. It's the FSP Song of the Week. The song to get you through. Song to get you through that gym workout, that home workout, that core workout.
All right, Jim. Now I ain't 2 minutes off your ass, dog. You know I ain't 2 minutes off your ass, dog.
Hit dog, cameraman. Hit dog.
Yeah.
So any genre, any artist, any year. So we start with Coach Locke. What's the song of the week, Coach?
Song of the week for me, man, is Hurricane by Kanye West featuring Lil Baby and The Weeknd. It's a great song. Great song.
No, it ain't that. And we done this for 10 weeks. Ain't nobody did one Wayne song, had they?
Oh.
Come on, saying we. Meet me here. Don't leave me here.
Now I got to go
Don't
in the
leave
fire
me
with
here.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody did a
All
JC
right,
song either, though.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
Huh?
ain't nobody did a JC song either.
Yeah, they have. I know I have. Well, that's all I listen to.
Let's
Well,
go.
Jay-Z. No, my song is Sauce Walk and Conway the Machine. Dangerous Derringer.
Look at you.
That's my shit.
Look at you in sauce. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Man, you think everybody lining up here?
Because you gave him hell when that song.
Yeah, he did not. He didn't want to hear when I
He
told
didn't
this.
bring that up. Yeah. Look at that. It
Not
just-
that particular
Bro, he
song.
didn't bring up that song. That
Not
song
that
just
song.
came out June the 30th.
Salsa.
Sauce Walker,
No,
period.
Jeff, you don't remember me saying I listened to that album straight?
I don't, if you did, I don't remember. I
Yeah,
said
I
you
talked
did.
to you
Okay,
about
okay.
it.
You said another album. I'm not gonna mention. There's another album you said was straight. I'm not gonna mention.
Keep on.
Yeah, I ain't said I'm not gonna
I'm
mention it.
telling you, Jeff.
Weezy.
Weezy, what you got? What you got?
Man, I was on Drake this week. Drake, Daddy's Home, man.
That's a classic song.
That's a good song.
Man, that boy got 10 classic albums, man.
Oh my god, 10 classic albums. Y'all just be saying shit. Well, mine changed.
Look who's talking.
I'm going with Lil Wayne. Lights out.
Let's start getting the camera here pre-season. to understand that, y'all got to be in for pre-production. But it's going to be like,
Not for Russia song. Not for Russia song.
Oh,
No, my song was Big Mike Having Things. Y'all remember that from a long time ago.
Big Mike having
Big
things.
Mike
yeah.
Having Things. Long time.
Yeah,
Pimp C
long
on the
time.
hook.
Yeah. Y'all wasn't outside.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't outside.
Yes,
Jeff shouldn't have been outside.
Might be before your time.
Yeah.
Might be before
Jeff
your-
shouldn't have been outside.
Absolutely not, but I was.
Yeah. Nah.
Dave family's from Michigan. From
Michigan.
yeah, they're from Michigan. Big Mike's from Texas. He's
Texas.
H-Time.
Yeah. Big H time.
Right around 93, 94, 95.
Anyway, they can't hear you, Cameron, man. You guys ready to get started the second half?
do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
this your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. Don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, the 2023 NFL Top 7 series, moving on to the pass rushers and linebackers. I am Jay Hope.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
This your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, the brain trust here at FSP, and also the listeners that sent in lists this year. We appreciate everybody sent in the list, following directions.
So we got to stop doing lessons, right?
No. Listeners, listen, no, you guys did a good job.
Good job.
You know, just do a little research next time. Spoiler alert, some of those guys, that's just the list. You know, some of those guys didn't really play a lot of and that's really our fault.
We didn't put the criteria on
there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to play in at least 12 games, you would say 10, 12. Yeah. And but again, I appreciate everybody that didn't write in Albert Hainsworth and stuff like that, you know. So in turn, this list, man, it's yeah, for sure. This list, the Big Al Hainsworth got a damn vote, man. I ain't gonna put him on blast. This list is strictly related to their 2022 stats and performance, and who has the best chance of maintaining that great pay heading into this current NFL season.
Got a wild Hainsworth story. We went off mic.
Off mic, okay, all right. Jeff, give me the list from 2022.
For my pass rushers from 2022, at number 7, we had Jeff Simmons. Number 6, we had Max Crosby. Number 5, we had Joey Bosa. 4, we had Nick Bosa. Number 3, we had Myles Garrett. Number 2, we had Aaron Donald. Number 1, we had T.J. Watt.
Right. Weezy, who do we have going off the list in 2023?
Jeff had Big Jeff Simmons. Jay had Max Crosby. I had Joey Bosa.
There we go. And who was joining the list in 2023?
Journalists. Jeff had Chase Young. I had Khalil Mack. And Jay had Von Miller.
Yeah. Why would you laugh so hard about Von Miller?
I was laughing at
You
all
should've
three.
laughed, yeah.
I was laughing at all 3 picks.
Yeah.
All 3 picks were.
Yeah, we missed that one.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
See there? See?
All right, let's move on to the honorable mentions of the pass rushers. Who's the first we got on the list, Coach?
First honorable mention we have is Matthew Judon from the New England Patriots.
30 years old, was a Pro Bowler, had 15 and a half sacks, easy to find. You can't miss some red long sleeves. Just a great breakout year. That's what made him special in 2022. While most pass rushers were out there just going off explosiveness, a lot of technique. One of those guys, man. I think he finished top 5 in sacks. He'll be one of those guys again next year. The only shining light on that New England Patriots defense besides Kyle Douglas. So shout out to Matthew Judon. Anybody else want to talk about Matt Judon?
No, you said it. That was perfect.
All right. Next on the list, we have Coach?
Brian Burns from the Carolina Panthers.
Also Florida State Seminole.
Yes, he is.
25 years
There
old.
you go.
People who listen to the show said Florida State, Florida, don't really matter where they went to school at. Can we stop doing that? I was told. Yeah, you really don't.
And
Yeah.
I love the listeners, but no, we're not going to stop doing it.
Yeah, he was a Pro Bowler. If you build a pass rusher in the lab, they kind of look like Myles Garrett. But if you want a little bit more realistic person that you could build on Madden, it would look like Brian Burns, man. 12 and a half sacks, textbook rusher. Does the duck move better than anybody in the league at a young age. Good player. I think he's the best defensive player on that Carolina Panthers young team. Him and J.C. Horn, then the older guys, they still have Shaq Thompson. So Shout out to Brian Burns. Any other talk about B. Burns?
Nah, that's perfect.
Yeah, 25 years old, man. Got a lot of football to play. Let's get to the list, Coach. Who we got at 7?
Number 7, we have Max Crosby from the Las Vegas Raiders.
25 years old. Was ranked number 6 last year. Pro Bowler, Weezy. Talk to me about Max Burns. I'm going to say Max Burns. Max Crosby.
Max Crosby, man. Probably one of the best defensive ends to play on the worst team, man, with the Las Vegas Raiders. He had 81 quarterback pressures last year. The dude is like that. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He's a monster. Play on a bad team. Like, I can't name another defensive interior, like another defensive lineman on that team than Max Crosby.
Oh, no, it was just him and Chandler Jones. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chandler Jones probably helped him out a little bit.
Yeah.
But Chandler Jones is a little longer than two.
A little longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little long.
That's it.
A little long.
Yeah, but this is easily their franchise player right now.
Yeah.
Max Crosby, he'll be right back on the list next year.
Yeah.
Perfect. I had him higher on the list. I think he's going to have a break, not necessarily breakout year, but a great year this year. That team's going to be, I wouldn't say a lot better, but they're going to be competitive this year. They're going to win 8 to 10 games this year for the Raiders, and he's going to be a big part on that defense.
8 to 10.
Yeah,
Right.
8 to 10. That division is going to put 3 teams in the playoffs this year.
That's going to be this year.
Yeah.
Mm.
This year.
Chiefs.
Chargers, and
Raiders.
flip a coin between the other one, between Denver and the Raiders.
Okay.
Whoever wins, whoever splits with the Chargers.
Talk to me, Coach.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, Max Crosby's a problem coming off that end over there, man. He was first in tackles for loss. You know, so that lets you know he's getting pressure. He's getting back in the back of the backfield, and he's really good at doing it. You know, like Jeff mentioned earlier, we talking about the QB show, and he has a spoiler alert, has a area on here where he's going up against Patrick Mahomes that kind of lets you know what's going on with Max Crosby, though.
Yeah.
But nah, man, Max Crosby's a problem for sure.
Yeah. Like rushing straight through, there's nobody in the NFL better than him. Just touching the quarterback all the time. 36 QB hits, highest in the NFL. Played 129 more snaps than anybody else on that entire defense. Only 25 years old, a Pro Bowler, breakout year, super twitchy guy. One of those guys, man. I was wrong about Max Crosby. I said he was going to drop off the list. Stayed on the list, but wasn't high on my list. But he's still a great player. I would love to have him.
As if y'all need him.
Yeah. What we got at 6, Coach?
At 6, we have Hassan Reddick from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep, 28 years old, second team All-Pro guy, Pro Bowler Weezy. Talk to me about Hassan Reddick.
Hassan Reddick, monster. It may be a part of his environment because that defensive line for the Eagles is monster.
Yeah.
But you can't discredit 6 forced fumbles, 16 sacks, man. That's a monster.
Yeah, he's a beast. Got you.
Man, that 6 forced fumbles is crazy. That's a
Yeah.
crazy number. And speaking to that defense, like that defense, you know, I know we're finishing up the defense right now, but think about how many Eagles players
Oh, yeah.
that we've had, and of course 49. Like that let you know those two teams in the NFC are head and shoulders.
Yeah, one just had a competent quarterback that stayed there.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well,
And that's why, like you mentioned, that's why those two teams were always in the running in the thick of things because the defense is loaded.
Yeah.
So even though you may struggle offensively, if you don't let nobody score, your defense is going to put you in position to get 3 points.
Yep.
3 points there,
Yeah.
3
Flip
points
the
here.
field for you.
Even if you don't score offensively, and they were just loaded. I mean, he tied with Myles Garrett with second in the NFL for sacks. So
yeah. I mean, they went 15-2 last year, and Hassan Reddick had a lot to do with that. 16 sacks, insane. The reason that he wasn't getting a lot of credit because he played alongside Chandler Jones when he was in Arizona. Then goes to Carolina, and they're using him out of the way. They wanted to roll with Brian Burns for good reason. He's younger. So, and then you go here with that Philadelphia Eagles defense, and he looked like a Pro Bowl, All-Pro type guy, the guy that we saw coming out of Temple. Rest is history, man. He's a great guy. I think he's the best defensive player on that team, and that says a lot on that defensive team in Philadelphia. So shout out to Hassan Reddick. Who we got at 5?
at 5, we have Weezy's guy, Jeff Simmons from the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, 25 years old, second team All-Pro, Pro Bowler Weezy. Talk about your guy.
And the heart, soul of the defense line of the Titans. The only person on this list that played the interior defensive tackle the entire time. He don't play outside at all.
Yeah.
Played right in the middle all the time. Played on the bad foot for pretty much the whole season. They shot his leg up every game. Still 7.5 sacks.
Yeah.
At 25 years old. Just a monster. Just a complete monster.
He's a beast. Yeah, what you got, Jeff?
Perfect to say, Weezy. Like He's the cornerstone of that defense. He doesn't move on the outside. He plays right there like a old school nose guard D tackle used to do. He's coming straight through the middle. Paul.
Yeah.
Disrupting.
Yeah, he's disrupting everything.
Oh, yeah. He's a disruptor. That's what he is. Yeah. What you got, Coach?
He like Warren Sapp. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's going to play right there, D tackle right with the balls, pause, and he's going to get to your QB.
Yeah.
And he may not necessarily sack him, but he's going to put enough pressure on him where he's not going to make the plays he wanted to play. 7 tackles for a loss from D tackle, that's a lot.
Yeah. The only thing about Jeff Simmons, he just hadn't put together a fully dominant season. Super dominant as far as flashes. Yeah, no, 100%. Flashes and stretches of high-level play, but it ain't been a complete dominant year yet. He just has.
Look, tight fans.
I'm just saying. I love KB. Do I not love KB?
They paid him $94 million this year.
Yeah, because he's 25 years old, and he's everything that you're saying. You're paying for potential.
He's top 3 of his position.
I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying I'm just talking to you, but he's top 3 of his position.
Yeah, he's not top 3 of his position. Yeah, he's number 9. Darren Donald, the next guy we're gonna talk about.
Jones and who?
No.
Who?
No.
Who, Jay? Who?
Gotta get on track.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah, well, we got to
finish your point.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Number 4, we have Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, 29 years old. Wasn't ranked last year. First team All-Pro, Pro Bowl guy. This is the guy. Talk to me about Chris Jones, the best D tackle playing in football right now.
You got it. Go ahead.
No, it's up to you. That's how we going, bro.
Well, Chris Jones. Yeah. No, he's by far a freakish athlete that plays the outside position. He's good, great player for that Kansas City. Only person on that Kansas City defensive line.
Who would you rather have, DeForest Buckner or Jeff Simmons?
Jeff Simmons.
Boy, you crazy as hell. DeForest Buckner better than him.
DeForest
Buckner's better than him.
No.
Yes, he is. DeForest Buckner's better than him. You know he is, too. You know DeForest
No,
Buckner
I don't know that. I promise you.
DeForest Buckner is a better football
player. Did have a better
player.
season than Jeff season last year.
Well, no, that's what I'm trying to tell you. DeForest Buckner is a better football player than Jeff Simmons. And
Come
they
on,
ain't too
Weezy.
far in age. Go ahead.
Get to your point, Weezy.
Yeah.
Finish your point.
You just said he was the third best. He's not third best. He's fourth, though.
That threw me off. Yeah. But no, Chris Jones is a monster. But
Yeah. Second best.
I think 29 of the 32 teams in the NFL would take Jeff Simmons over Chris
Oh, we ain't
Jones.
talking about that. What you got?
Oh man, Chris Jones just got to go on the field. They got to pay the man. He's
Yeah.
holding out right now. He deserves that contract too, because like we mentioned, he's the only player on that defensive line, and he's gonna get that pressure. He's gonna help that superstar offense stay off the field as much as get on the field as quickly as possible. I should say.
Yeah.
So yeah, got to pay him.
15 sacks, you got to pay the man.
Yeah.
I don't blame for holding out, especially in football. Nothing is guaranteed.
Yep.
So give me my money while I'm doing what I'm doing.
Damn right.
And if you don't, it's going to be a big difference for this defense. Now you really going to rely on the offense to win you all these games.
Yep.
So pay the man so he can get on the field and he can be who he is.
Yep. Pass rusher extraordinaire at the defensive tackle position. He may be on his way as far as surpassing Aaron Donald as the top interior defender. Top 5 goes like this. It is Aaron Donald. It is Chris Jones. It is DeForest Buckner. At 4, we have Cam Hayward.
Oh my God,
Cam Hayward is cold.
He ain't better than Jeff Simmons.
Cam Hayward, and then we have Jeff Simmons. But with a career in high 97 pressures, established himself as I think he's the formidable D tackle in the trenches. Shout out to Chris Jones, man. One of those guys. Who we got at 3, Coach?
At 3, we have Michael Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, no. 24 years old, man. First team All-Pro, a Pro Bowler, 2 years in a row. Yeah. That's nuts. Yeah. Talk to me about Michael Parsons.
Generational talent, man. Coming off the edge. When this dude came in the league, they didn't know where to put him at. They wanted to put him at safety. They wanted to put him at linebacker, and then they put him at edge rusher. I believe he's good at edge rusher. He probably led. I think he almost led the Cowboys in tackles. Yeah. But yeah, generational talent for the Cowboys.
Jeff.
Everywhere on the field, those multiple positions. Of course, edge rusher is probably where he excels the most. But that just speaks to that athletic ability, and him falling to the Cowboys in that draft still puzzles me to this day.
Yeah.
But man, I wish he was.
It was that year. He didn't play that COVID year.
Yeah, but still though,
He
like
shouldn't
you
have-
knew that from
Yeah.
at Penn State what he had.
He's
right?
nasty,
Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, this is like we said, generational talent. We get to watch him for a long time.
Yeah. He
Oh.
finished second in defense player voting for a reason. 2 years in a row. Like
Yeah.
you said, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Insane. But like Weezy said, he's edge who can also play off-ball linebacker. And that's what makes him special. You know what I'm saying? He can do anything you need him to do right through there.
Mhm.
He's had the 19.3% pressure rate, which led the league. So he's just going to get better and better, and he's going to break the bank.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, both are all more technically gifted at the position as far as pass rusher, but I don't think Parsons is one of those situations where they can do what Parsons does, you know? But he's just such a great player, man. Arguably the most dangerous defensive player on the planet. He is going to get paid like crazy money because his agent is the same agent. So all the guys is getting paid, David Mulugeta. So he's making sure that he's going to get money at the highest paid position, which is whatever that is edge, or if it's middle linebacker, safety, whatever. However he's going to get paid, he's going to break the bank. He's going to set the market. And I can't wait to see what that contract looks like. Shout out to Michael Parsons, young guy, man. 2 years in a row, back-to-back, all-pro. It's your first 2 years. That's Lawrence Taylor type stuff right there. Who we got at 2, Coach?
2, we have Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns.
27 years old, number 3 on the list last year, second team all-pro, Pro Bowler. Weezy, talk to me about Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett is the guy that if you want to create a player, that's you creating Myles Garrett defensive end.
Yeah.
Like you could really, he's the most consistent defensive end on his team too. You can put him down for 12 sacks every year. He's gonna get 12 sacks.
Yep.
Only thing about Myles Garrett is he's one of the only players that shuts down a side of the field just playing from defensive end. You really don't run over there,
Yeah.
and you stay away from like you really don't look a pass over that way.
He can jump.
He can jump,
yeah.
yeah. So Myles Garrett, if Nick Bosa wouldn't have won Defensive Player of the Year, he could easily been the one this
Oh,
list.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Jay and I have Myles Garrett as our defensive player of the year. At least one of us every year when
Oh,
it comes
yeah.
to preseason predictions. So, and there's a reason why. Like for everything you all just said, 12 and a half sacks, he's lock him in for that. As long as he's on the field, double-digit sacks every year, pressures. I mean, you don't want to, like we said, don't want to run his side, don't want to pass his side. Dude is everywhere on his side of the ball. So, yeah, Myles Garrett is special.
Yeah, man. Like he's had the second most sacks and tackles for loss over the last 2 seasons. It's for a reason. He has the 4th most pressures in the NFL last 2 seasons. He's just unstoppable, basically. His biggest thing is he has to stay healthy and play full seasons.
Yeah.
That's his knock. If he can get and play the full season consistently, he'll get that Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep, played in 16 games this year, 16 sacks, just truly built in the lab. We haven't seen anything. He can windmill a basketball, dog. Go between the
Easily.
legs and basketball, dog. That's nuts. Over the past 3 seasons, no players accumulated more sacks than Myles Garrett. And he's been knocked up as far as like stupid small injuries. He'll swing a helmet at a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of
that-
takes away, get some of his defensive player of the years.
That did happen.
That helped out for sure. But 27 years old, continue to stay dominant. You match him alongside Zadarius Smith next year. It's going to be a long night. If they can figure it out, now they got Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. They got the cornerbacks. Man, they
got it.
They are loaded.
Yeah.
They just got to figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Number 1, who we got, Coach?
None other than Nick Bosa from the San Francisco 49ers.
25 years old, number 4 on the list last year. First team All-Pro, Defensive Player of the Year, Pro Bowler, led the league in sacks. Talk to me about Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa, this is the year he put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries didn't get him. He put it all together by playing. And he played on the number 1 defense.
Yeah.
He had Fred Warner behind him. You couldn't really double team him.
No.
You couldn't
Heck
because
no.
the defense is too good.
Yeah.
But coming out of college, Nick Bosa was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
He could be up there with Myles Garrett when you can put him down for 12 sacks a year too.
Oh, yeah.
If he stays healthy.
He different. Yeah.
Special, man. 24, 25
25.
25 years old. Special player. All those accolades in one season. And he's going to be in the running for it this year as long as he's healthy. Like that defense, that 49er defense, think about it. we're going to talk about the linebackers here that 49ers have. We talked about the secondary, the safeties that the 49ers have. Now look at who the top pass rush. This is insane.
That's nuts. Yep.
Yeah, we're loaded on defensive end for sure. But not only did he lead sacks, but he led the lead in quarterback hits and tied in the lead for pressures. He just can get to the quarterback. He's so fast off the edge. It's crazy how he can just contour his body, but you go bite too much on the edge, he just spins right back and gets inside. Yeah. So he's a monster, and he's gonna be in the run for a defensive player of the year again.
Yeah, and if he didn't tear his ACL that year on that badass turf in New York, we would be looking at guys setting records at the defensive end position, getting better each year. 25 years old, been a 3-time Pro Bowler Defensive Player of the Year, and an All-Pro. When your Defensive Player of the Year is an argument for number one, you know this position is completely loaded at the top. So each of these guys in our top 4 among the 10, I would say top 10 best in the entire NFL. Unbelievable. Finishing the year the way that Nick Bosa finished this year. I think he'll have another great year next year for sure. He's going through the list 7 through 1. Who got it?
I got you.
Yep.
All right, at number 7, we have my guy, Max Crosby from the Las Vegas Raiders. At number 6, we have Hassan Reddick from the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 5, we had the controversial Jeffrey Simmons from the Tennessee Titans. At number 4, we have Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 3, we have Micah Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys. Number 2, Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns. And number 1, Nick Bosa from the San Francisco 49ers.
Weezy, who's leaving the list? Talk to me.
Hassan Reddick.
Hassan Reddick is leaving the list. Right. Coach, who you got?
I had Hassan Reddick.
Wow.
Product of his environment.
Jeff?
Samesies.
Really?
Yeah.
The
safe pick.
trifecta.
He's a safe pick.
Yeah.
I'm going Max Crosby leaving the list. Yeah. I'm going to stick with it. Yeah. All right. Who joins the list, Weezy?
Chase Young.
Dang. Okay.
Well,
That was my pick. It's Chase Young. He's healthy.
Yeah.
And he has all the tools.
Yeah.
He's got to.
Should
This
be.
is the
Time.
year.
Yeah.
This is
Time.
it's it, coach.
Yeah.
They're going to need that defense to help that offense out all year. It's time for Chase Young.
Wow.
Yeah.
It
I
don't matter
mean,
where
he
you
get
go.
traded.
Yeah.
His number still
Yeah, because Roquan Smith got traded. And
Yeah.
we'll see where he at. I got Brian Burns joining the list. So Carolina Panthers.
I like that.
Yeah.
That defense gonna be solid.
Yeah,
Gonna
yeah,
be solid.
yeah. You going? Yeah.
You didn't pick your boy?
Who that?
You just said it was better than Jeff Simmons.
DeForest Buckner.
Yeah, I mean, he better than him. Watch what DeForest Buckner do this shit. Yeah, I mean, you finna try to press me. Yeah. Nah, you don't know that. Yeah, you gonna? Hey, I was. Hey, but leaving the list is Jeff Simmons. Now let me change that.
Oh,
I'm changing it. Jeff Simmons leaving the list.
He laid for you. He laid for you. That tall grade.
Had him in the grave.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the linebackers. Jeff, can you give me the list from last year?
I sure can, Jay. Last year, we had Devondre Campbell from the Green Bay Packers. Number 6, we had Devin White from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 5, we had Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers. Number 4, we had Bobby Wagner from the Rams. Number 3, Michael Parsons from the Cowboys. Number 2 was Roquan Smith. And number 1 was Shaquille Leonard.
Yep, going off the list, Weez. Who we have going off the list?
We all messed up on this one. With Jeff picked Bobby Wagner. Jay picked Micah Parsons.
It's Micah.
Michael Parsons. I picked Roquan Smith.
He is off the list.
Technically, Michael Parsons is off the list.
Yeah. Who's joining the list?
You got a loophole for that too.
Oh,
Michael Parsons is too, technically. He's not on the linebacker.
that's what we said.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Yeah. Who joined the list, Weez?
Who joined? Because Jeff had Tremaine Edmonds.
Oh, yeah.
I picked 2 people.
Yes, you did. And you were 0 for 2.
I didn't pick 2 people.
I
Edric
can't make
Kendricks and Zach Cunningham.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
And you feeling yourself.
And you picked Levante Davis.
All right. Let's get to the honorable mention, Coach. Who we got first?
First, we have Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, for the San Francisco 49ers, 26 years old. Wasn't ranked. This is the best duo in the entire NFL. Another converted safety playing the linebacker position. Adds even more speed. Him and Fred Warner, very reminiscent of Navarro Bowman,
And
Pat
Pat.
Willis.
Yes.
Yeah, man. We locked him down on a 2-year, $19 million deal, first month of 2022. Fred takes a lot of the spotlight from my guy, but, hey, man, presence there. Arguably one of the better. He's definitely a top 7 linebacker. Jeff had him in the top 7.
I did.
I did not. I just think a couple of people had better years.
Okay.
Yeah. And just because he can't get all of them, because Fred getting all of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Any other talk about Dre Greenlaw?
That was it.
Yeah, I'm happy he came to us and he figured out his way because he had to figure out. He was going through some stuff in New Orleans. It just wasn't working out for Dre, so he figured it out in San Francisco. Who we got two, Coach?
Next, we have Nick Bolton.
Yeah, 25 years old. This is my guy. You might not be familiar with the name, but if you watch Kansas City, you saw number 32 flying everywhere. He was doing the same thing when he was in Missouri in the SEC. 180 tackles, dog. Second most in the league. As a unit, the Chiefs' offense get all the credit, and you should. You got Patty Mahomes, but I'll tell you what, Bolton on that defense doesn't get the respect it deserves, and I had him number 7 on my list.
I like it.
Shout out to Nick Bolton. All right, let's get to the list. Who we got at 7?
Speaking of 7, we have Tremaine Edmonds from the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, 25 years old, played for the Buffalo Bills last year. What we talking about with Tremaine Edmonds, Weezy?
I didn't have Tremaine Edmonds on my list, but at number 7, we have to see it. We need to see it this year. He got a new team, new setting. Yeah, don't get me wrong. He could be a 100 tackle guy, but we got to see it. He's playing in front, like he's playing with Roquan Smith now.
Yeah, no, he's playing by himself.
He's playing Dolo.
He the one.
He's the one.
Yeah.
We need to see it.
Yeah.
We need to see it.
Yeah.
I hated to see him go. Speaking of C,
Yeah.
hated to see him go. I knew we couldn't pay him, and I knew he wanted to change the scenery, wanted the bag. He deserved the bag. God, he should have been in the Mafia, man. He's one of those guys sideline to sideline, middle linebackers, gonna make the right tackle. Not gonna make too many flashy plays.
Yeah.
But as coach, you know this, make the right play. He gonna make the right play every time.
Yeah.
And that's why he was one of the best coverage linebackers in football last year. And it's perfect for him because the Bears are going to be better this year.
Yes, sir.
Justin Fields is going to get it going for the offense, and which is going to put more spotlight on them. So this is time to shine, like Weezy said, and to show people why he is who he is.
Yeah, this is the prototypical linebacker. You build a linebacker on Madden, this is how it looks. It's amazing to think he's only played 5 seasons, still 25 years old. And a young guy, man, he just can't put games back to back in succession. That's why they chose Matt Milano over him. You look at this guy in 13 games, he had 102 tackles combined. So after starting his career with 5 consecutive seasons of 100-plus tackles, he'll figure out a way to play in that Matt Eberflus defense. He's going to be the guy. I love Tremaine Edmonds. He's just one of those sideline linebackers who just doesn't get enough credit because he played alongside Matt Milano, who played out of his mind this year. Who we got at 6, Coach?
Number 6, we have Demario Davis from the New Orleans Saints.
Yep, 34 years old. He's a Pro Bowler, second team All-Pro. Talk to me about Demario Davis.
Mario Davis is a monster. Ever since 2018, when he joined the Saints, he's had 100 tackles and 3 sacks in each season.
Yeah.
The last 4 years. He's a monster. A little long in the tooth, but dude is productive.
Yeah, man.
He's productive. He has help on the other side of him, though.
Yeah.
But he's productive. And the Saints defense is good.
Yeah. What you got, Coach? I mean, G.
Yeah, so we say a little long. He long in the tooth for
Right.
34.
Long.
Yeah, he long in the tooth for 34. Yeah, it might be. I ain't gonna say glue gun, but it's 34. It's rough at linebacker, but he keeps defying the odds, man. And put up big numbers last year.
Yeah, man.
And like we said, that defense is solid. And you don't think about that defense being solid because we pretty much wrote New Orleans off after Drew Brees and the Jameis Winston debacle and rolling Andy Dalton out there every game last year. So that was rough. So yeah, man. But you love to see him play. Shout out to Mario Davis.
Yep.
Yeah, he finally got his shine and his due in his first Pro Bowl selection after last season. And he had his 6th consecutive year of at least 100 tackles.
Jeez.
And had 10 tackles for a loss. It's just a matter of if he's going to be able to maintain this, like you mentioned, because of his age. I think that we'll start to see that trickle down now because of his age. But he's still cold, though.
Yep. To get your first Pro Bowl appearance at 34, better late than never, man. Show no signs of decline. Every year just continues to play at a really high level. Heading into your 12th season, all-around playmaker, stand out as far as coverage and blitzing. Hey, man, he's a guy, man. Shout out to Demario Davis. Doesn't get enough credit. And I think it's just because he's playing on those New Orleans Saints teams. Yep. Coming in at 5, who we got, Coach?
We have Levante David from the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yep, 33 years old. Pro Bowler, first team All-Pro. Talk to me, Weezy, about Levante.
Y'all remember when he was a young guy?
Yeah.
He was the young guy on the team.
Yeah.
But Levante David, man, might be the best pass he can cover better than almost any better linebacker on this list. He averaged three picks a season, five pass deflections. Yeah. He's a monster. He's gonna be everywhere on the field, but this year he need help. He's there by himself. So I hope his contract get for you because you're there by yourself. I hope you already got your contract. Yeah, because it's gonna be rough on you this year.
Jeff,
man, so. We said 34 was long in the tooth. Yeah. 33 is a little long in the tooth. It's right there. It's right there. But he's productive. And again, like we just said, remember when he was the young guy on that defense, the younger guy on that defense. And they're going to need him this year because they got some questions at quarterback and on their offense. So that defense is going to be leaned on a lot more to be competitive in that weak NFC South.
Yeah. He's kind of the same situation as DeMario Davis. Like we say, he's one of the best covering linebackers out there. He had at least 97 tackles in the last 6 seasons, so he's consistently doing what he does. He's just by himself, like we mentioned. But we've all known him to be that guy that's sideline to sideline. He's going to make the plays. He reads the ball well, and he sees the plays before they happen, which makes him as good as he is.
It was him and Devin White, and they were like, who we going to pick? Who's going to be the guy? And it always ends up being Levante David, the most underrated linebacker in the entire NFL for the last 3 years. Had a career resurgence in 2022, earned him a 1-year, $7 million contract extension to stay there. He decided to stay there. He took a pay cut to stay there. Most linebackers become one-dimensional, and once they get to the better side of 30-plus years old, but he's one of those guys that still is out there covering, like Weezy said. He's the guy, man. He's one of those guys that don't get enough credit. All right, I thought you were going to say something else. To have a guy that was first team All-Pro at 5 is nuts. It's nuts, but it lets you know how good the linebacker position is. So we got it 4 weeks. Coach.
At 4, we have Bobby Wagner from the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep, 34 years old. Second team All-Pro, Pro Bowl. Talk to me, Weezy.
Bobby Wagner, arguably the best linebacker we've seen in 10 years, this past decade.
Arguably, yeah. He one of those.
Yeah, he was the leader of the Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
And he didn't get what he wanted to do in L.A. with the Rams because the team just fell apart on him.
Luke Kuechly on line 1 though.
I agree and say, my boy.
Luke on line 1.
Yeah, he got a lot to say.
I'm just saying it's arguably though.
It's arguably. Yeah, it's between it's them two.
Yeah,
it's them two. Yeah.
But,
what you got, Jeff? Go ahead.
But no, I'm saying, but Bobby Wagner, what he's been doing the last 10 years, he's special.
Yeah,
special
for sure.
You would think he was going to take a step back last year, but he didn't. He got the trade he wanted to get out of Seattle. Went to L.A. We talked about this in pre-production. Looked around. It's like, dang, it's just me left. Like I'm back in Seattle again, and he still put up great numbers. Second team All-Pro, Pro Bowler. Then in the off season comes back home to the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to be competitive. I love to see it, man. Great football player.
Yeah.
They need to call him Mr. NFC West because he won't leave. He just stays there. But he had 140 total tackles, 6 sacks, 2 interceptions. Another good covering linebacker, but he's going to blow everything up. He's going to blow it all up. And Bobby Wagner surprised everybody because everybody thought he was going to be old and not be able to maintain one. And he just proved everybody wrong.
Yeah, he keeps defying the odds, continue to play at this level at that age. Like I said, Luke Kuechly retired 4 years ago. For him to still be playing at a high level like this, still making a big impact, not just stuffing the run, but he's also blitzing, he's also covering. He's one of those guys, man. And that formidable pass rush on that Rams defense was so bad. He was just there. He was the only person out there. Him and Jaylen Ramsey was the only guy played 17 games. He was just out there playing at a high level at his 11th season, man. Going back to Seattle, it's going to be a good thing. Bobby Wagner going to Utah State is the weirdest thing, too. To see that him coming from there and playing at a high level. Pro Bowl, Hall of Famer, first team, first ballot Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer. No doubt. Well, we got it 3, Coach.
Number 3, we have Jeff's guy, Matt Milano from the Buffalo Bills.
28 years old, wasn't ranked last year, breakout season, Pro Bowl, first team All-Pro, Matt Milano. Say his name the right way. What you got, Weezy? Talk to me about Matt.
Like you said, Pro Bowl season, 28 years old. Here's the thing with him. We know you can do it now. You got to do it again. You got to do it again. He was everywhere. But was it because somebody was hurt?
No, or was he playing alongside Tremaine Edmonds? And
was he a product of his environment? I'll let Jeff answer that.
So here's the thing. I didn't have Matt Milano this high. I want to make sure this is known. When we made a choice in Buffalo, between Tremaine Edwards and Matt Milano.
Why? He's older than Tremaine Edmonds.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Mhm.
I don't get it. But I'm hoping we made the right choice.
Yeah.
He did have a breakout year last year. No questions about that. And he looked good doing it. I mean, he's a great player, but we made a choice, and that defense is going to be on his shoulders a lot this year because our front line is hurt. Go figure. And our secondary is getting their sea legs back up under with coming off of injuries. So we'll see.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if Buffalo is a prisoner of the moment because of what he did.
Speaking of prisoner of the moment, him being at 3 is prisoner of the moment.
You don't really see the teams go with
First
the
team
older
all
guy.
pro.
You don't see teams go with the older guy a lot of times in situations where they have two good players like that. They normally go with the younger guy. So it was a shock that they did go with Matt Milano, but he had a hell of a year.
Yeah.
So he gave him a reason to go with him. I was just shocked that they did take the older guy.
Yeah. Finally had that breakout season. First career Pro Bowl. Of course, his first team All Pro. I don't know how there's an argument about a guy who's a first team All Pro being in a top 3 position, but okay. Just the best example of a former safety transitioning to linebacker. Flew under the radar for years, playing alongside Tremaine Edmonds. He missed a couple of games. Then I watched that game and met Milano. I'm like, Milano on the tackle. He was everywhere on the field. I think it was against Minnesota. Just played at a high level. You re-signed this guy for a 2-year deal worth $14 million a year. Couldn't pay him and Tremaine Edmonds. Right. You got to go with the high hand. I think the high hand is Matt Milano. Moving on to 2, who we got, Coach?
Number 2, we have Roquan Smith, from the Baltimore Ravens.
26 years old, first team All-Pro, Pro Bowler. Weezy, talk to me about Roquan Smith.
Just a old school defensive football player. Mm-hmm. He looks good. Actually, he's where he need to be for like the Chicago Bears, man.
Yeah,
he fits that Lance Briggs.
He don't play there no more.
He play for Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he fits the Lance. Well,
both
that's even better.
Yes, even better.
It's even better.
They don't have a middle linebacker.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say he Ray Lewis, but yeah. But you could put this guy down for 100 tackles a year.
Damn right.
And probably a couple sacks. And maybe an interception too.
Yeah.
That's what he do. He's versatile.
Yeah.
He can cover too.
Yeah, he cold.
It was a great move by the Ravens. They needed him. Solidify their defense. He's going to put up big numbers because they're going to be competitive. They're going to be a Super Bowl contending team, and he's going to be one of the main reasons why. Yeah. They got that.
We got to bring the board back. We got to bring the board back. We got to bring the board back. What you got, Coach?
Hot takes, huh?
That's going to. Yeah, I'll put that on the board. They win that division.
We got to bring the board back. Yeah.
He just kept it rolling after the trade. Once he left the Bears, he still had 86 total tackles in 9 games with the Ravens. You're almost looking at 10 tackles a game after your trade. Exactly. And that's why they made that trade, and the Ravens got him because they knew exactly what he could do. He'd come in and fit right in with their system. So that's why Roquan Smith is at 2 on this list.
Yeah, man. Mike Backer, cover defender. After being traded, like Coach mentioned, he changed the entire defense in Baltimore. Sideline to sideline, intense guy. I said he was the best middle linebacker that nobody was talking about last year. We had him. He wasn't ranked on our shit last year, which is disgusting. He had a great year in Chicago. He just played on a really bad team. Giving him 5 years, $100 million from the Ravens, making him the highest paid linebacker in the game. He deserves it. One of those guys, man. They've been looking for a middle linebacker since C.J. Mosley left to go to the Jets. Yeah. This is the guy. Cornerstone defensive guy for the Baltimore Ravens. Shout out to Rose Smith. Who we got at 1, Coach?
At number 1, we have none other than Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, BYU's own, 26 years old, number 4 on the list last year, Pro Bowler, first team All-Pro. Talk about Fred Warner, Weezy.
Generational talent.
Cold.
Just a old school. He's a new school middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Can cover sideline to sideline. I've seen them use 2 linebackers because of him at one time. They used just 2 of them. Old school, they used 2 linebackers.
And put 5 at the front.
Yeah, because of him.
Oh, man.
Dude cold.
Nah, he's cold.
Now, he has the luxury of playing with the best defense ever. I mean, the top 10 defense.
I think he makes that defense a lot easier, though, because y'all got to realize we only got one guy that's getting to the quarterback. You know that, right? No. There's guys on this list that got C.J. Watt and Cam Hayward is playing alongside each other. Go ahead.
He had defensive player of the year. He played with the defensive player of the year, bro. Don't belittle that.
No, I'm not belittling that. What I'm saying is Fred Warner could go play in Tennessee and then don't do the same thing. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, he probably could. But no, he probably could. But I'm saying he's benefiting right now. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from him.
Yeah.
Take anything away from him. But he's a product of his environment.
We spoke about the Niners earlier. Every list we've done defensively has a Niner on it at a top 3 position, no matter what. That is amazing. Amazing. They are scary, and they're right back this year. Don't think they won't be in contention this year. They're right back this year. Quarterback be damned, but they right back. They right back this year, and he's going to be a big part.
To have more than 118 tackles in every season you play NFL is insane. That's wild.
And that's what I'm saying. That's how cold he is.
And what has a lot to do with that, he's so athletic. He can cover your tight end like Kelsey, and then he can cover your running backs like Saquon Barkley out the backfield. He can go sideline to sideline. He stopped the run, stopped the pass. He's just a dominant linebacker. He's that good. And if you put him on any team, he's going to still kill.
And he covering slot wide receivers too. He guarding Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, he better quit doing that.
Yeah, no, he's just fine. He's just fine, dog. Immediately, when we had this guy 4 last year, I was saying he was the best linebacker in football. Now it's first team All Pros, it's Pro Bowlers, people talking about it. I get it now. But he's been an impact on that team the day he got there from BYU. He can wear every hat like Coach mentioned. He is just one of those really smart linebackers that separates him from everybody else on this list. 26 years old. Man, he's the glue that keeps this team going on defense. When we lost one of the better D tackles in the league, DeForest Buckner, it was because we had to pay Fred Warner, because we had to pay Nick Bosa, and we go and get Frank Clark, and they come in there and play at a high level, man. And just cool to see Fred Warner and that entire defense. And we finally got a cornerback. It's we just got to figure out this quarterback one position.
Man,
I think we got it. Go through the list, Jeff. 7 through 1.
Quarterback be damned. At number 7, we got Tremaine Edmonds, should be in the Mafia. At number 6, we have Demario Davis. Number 5, we have Levante David. Number 4, we have Bobby Wagner. Number 3, Matt Milano. Number 2, Roquan Smith. And number 1, the aforementioned Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers.
Jeff, who's leaving the list? Why?
Demario Davis. Just long in the tooth. Just the longevity of that tooth will only get longer next year.
Like somebody I know, T, man, holding on strong. What you got, Coach?
God, dog. Man.
I had Demario Davis from the Saints as
He
well.
talking about my damn teeth, is it?
Hit dog holler, dog.
Oh, no.
Who you got?
You got Demario Davis.
I had
as well.
Demario Davis as well,
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Who you got, Weez?
Coming off the list, I got Tremaine Edmonds.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, new team, I just got him off the list.
Yeah. I got Wags coming off, man. Shout out to Bobby Wags. It's been a good run.
You've been wanting to say that for a long time.
Demario Davis and Levante David, all three of those
All
guys
three
are
of
going to be
them
gone.
gone.
Yeah. I just went with the one. Coach. I mean, not Coach. Jeff, who we got joining the list?
Sure. Well, he was on my list to start, but apparently I was wrong. Shaquille Leonard will join the list next year.
Yeah, he wasn't. He played 2 games.
I understand.
Yeah.
But he'll be on the list next year. Better believe that, Jack.
He better, because they going to cut his ass out there. Yeah, because they have some people to pay. What you got, Coach?
We're going to have 2 on this list. Drake Greenlaw will make this list next year.
Okay.
He should have made it this year.
Yeah. I got Nick Bolton joining the list from the Kansas City Chiefs, sideline to sideline.
I got C.J. Mosley.
C.J. Mosley from the Jets. Lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, just got some new juice, man.
Yeah.
He got some new juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers done took that pay cut.
Yeah. He going to get 107 next year. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
That was a big time move.
Yeah.
I think he took it to get more players.
He did, but next year he's gonna get $107 million. It's just deferred.
Yeah.
Because they know he's gonna play again next year. Yeah. All right. As long as you give me my 107 next year, I'll be fine. Yeah.
So the money's still coming,
Yeah,
right?
oh, the money's still
okay,
coming.
cool.
Oh,
yeah, I'll be here next year. Yeah, it's all good.
Nah. And that is the defensive side. NFL top 7. Moving on to the offensive side. Next up, we have the wide receivers and tight ends.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a wide receiver list.
Be
Hey,
tough.
listen,
Top 14.
it's hard to name 10. It's hard to put that pool is gonna be
Crazy.
That pool gonna be 20
that
deep.
pool's gonna be man.
Crazy.
That pool.
We can't put 20 out there.
Woo,
It's gonna be 20 out. It's 20 you can put
No,
out there.
I know it's 20.
It's 20 you
but
can
we
put out
can't
there.
Give the listeners 20.
Woo, that is a
bro.
tough 10. We might have to move that to 12. I know Weezy, man. You list too long, bro.
Nah,
You
we
can
ain't
do
doing
it.
Listen to him.
He want to put 5
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions on
Well,
there.
he did too.
But it's hard for you to do that.
Nah, I'm just saying we got to give people options, or you get Albert Hainsworth on the list as a pass
I
rush.
can't believe that. That's
Yeah.
I
wild.
don't believe that.
Yeah, Albert Hainsworth ain't played 15 years.
Jeez.
Last time we
You,
saw
li-
Albert
you
Hainsworth-
lying on somebody.
Man,
bro.
I ain't gonna do that.
You
I ain't
lying.
gonna do that.
You
I ain't
lying
gonna.
on somebody.
I ain't
Don't
gonna
put him
do
on
that.
blast.
Nah, I ain't
Don't
gonna put
do
him on
it.
blast.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't do
I
it.
got you, Cameron. You
Don't
trying
do
to get up out
Right,
of here?
you got places
Yeah,
to be.
yeah. Nah, I was listening out. I'm just looking at you now. Tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, and more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Weezy,
Everything paid for, big baby.
Coach,
Get a drummer some.
Jeff,
The camera's always on, brother.
Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
Cameraman. The Revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Go listen to Blockers Out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The Revolution will be podcasted.